Other little changes to the layout of the stream today. The first one is now looks like I'm sitting in a wizard's laboratory, and behind the Twitch chat looks like a chalkboard now, which kind of works. I better get some background audio going. Tabletopaudio.com. That one will do. Turn ambient sounds down to about there. Hopefully that's not too overpowering. If anyone finds it is, just tell me in chat and I will get to that. And just waiting on Bunny. I've messaged her. She's not usually late, unless something has come up. How's everyone been? Elder?
Fine.
Excellent.
Good. Good here. Good. I am good. I got a bit of a headache, but that's all right. I'm good to go.
Drugs.
Yeah, I had a couple.
You need drugs.
You guess?
Yeah. Just waiting on Bunny. So do we want to do like a quick recap?
Yeah. I did
Go
yesterday. Someone else could do it.
Elder, you up for it?
Let's see if I can remember it. So let's see. We had defeated the ice and steam fits, and we had traveled into the next room, which contained a whimpering kobold by the name of
Meepo.
Yes, Meepo. Checking my
Meepo.
notes. Okay, and Meepo asked us to find the kobold's dragon, who was called Calcrix.
Yes.
And he introduced Franz to his new favorite word, ticklecorn.
Ticklecorn!
So he went and met with the leader of the kobolds, Udral, and we accepted the quest of finding this dragon. Hopefully it doesn't kill us. And we have had our first encounter with goblins in this room.
Excellent. Yes, there was some caltrops in the room, and then some goblins firing short bows at you, I believe.
Am I still levitating?
I don't know. Yeah. Are you guys going to take a rest there? Well, we'll have to wait for Bunny.
I think we're definitely due for a long rest.
Yeah, I think so too. But we'll cross that bridge in a moment. Now, while I've got you guys here, in the event that a player's a no-show for this game, would you guys like me to get in reserve players, or do we just postpone the game?
I don't know. We could get reserves in. I'm fine with reserves.
Okay, what do you think, Annie? You there, Annie? Apparently not.
Annie, are you okay? Never made that joke before.
No, no one will ever make it again.
No.
Deary me. Alright, well, while we wait for Bunny, if anyone on Twitch has questions or wants to chat, shout out. Yes, thank you for the feedback on the costume. The cloak is actually stars and bats, and underneath it is my wizard's robe, which is purple with stars.
Right, I apologise if I did not respond. My landline rang. Does anybody actually have those still, or is it just me?
Technically I do, but I don't have a phone plugged into it. Mostly because I would have trouble recording those calls when the telemarketers ring and the scammers. I was actually discussing just before, I'm really waiting for the day the police show up to question me about my slaves in my dungeon. But I don't think any of the scammers are actually going to call the cops, despite threatening to.
Probably not.
Anyway, so we were just asking, in the event that a player can't show up, like I haven't heard from Bunny at all. I've messaged her twice. Do we want to call in reserves for Morning Glory, or do we want to postpone it? In general. So, yep, Yuri said he's happy to have reserves.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
Yeah, I guess but
It's
it's
tricky.
an issue.
It's tricky with a smaller group, I think.
I'll be happy to go with majority decision. Don't really mind.
Okay.
Well,
Yep.
it's tricky because
I think it depends on the enthusiasm of the reserve.
I think so as well.
yeah, because it depends on who's like being replaced. Because like Bonnie's characters are very
A specific character, isn't it?
yes, they'll be very hard to emulate by anyone but Bonnie.
So yeah, Discord says she's online, and I've sent her 2 messages, but no answer just yet. Third message sent. Alright, so Christ, I think I'm inhaling the bits off my cloak. Ugh. Anyway. And the hood keeps falling back. Do you need to do a recap for you, Annie? Oh, she's messaged me back. She's on her way.
Hey!
Hooray!
Just because of that, I'm gonna roll a nat 20. Fuck, imagine if
Close.
I rolled a nat 20.
I would have laughed. What a waste.
Hey!
Here she is.
Mike is El
No
Mute.
nat 20.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's
Oh,
okay. So we were just discussing, in the event of one of you guys not being able to show up for the game, would you be happy with a reserve player taking over Sophie for a game, or would you prefer to postpone?
Ooh, is there like a third option?
I
Of,
could try
like,
playing her.
Random friendly person popping up?
Yeah,
That's
maybe
actually
'cause-
possible. Yes.
maybe if we have like a omnipotent 5th character who is taken over by any reserves.
That's actually very much a possibility.
Hey, got it! Nat 20.
Out of all those rolls.
Took so long.
All those rolls.
We're getting all the bad luck out.
No, there goes another one.
Now we're getting all the good luck out.
Ooh. Alright, so we'll be getting in a moment. So Bunny and Annie weren't here for the recap. Do you guys need me to recap, or are you pretty good with it?
I heard it. I'm all good.
You're all good? What about you, Bunny?
Sorry, what exactly did you say? Let me change my sound setting.
Do you want me to do a recap for you, or are you good?
For yesterday. Woo, it's one of those mornings. For last week, let me think. We were still doing stuff in the dungeon. Yeah? No, I remember.
Yeah, you remember?
We decided not to actually drink out of the fountain. Little gobbledygook is still alive.
Yep, Meepo's with you. You guys fought some goblins after the caltrops. And it looks like
Yeah.
Wow, people are just going nuts buying stuff right now.
Oh god. Brace yourselves, everyone.
Oh yeah. Alright, so... I remember that one. Bunny gets an inspiration.
Thank you.
That's maxed her out. I'll redeem that one. Bam. And bonus damage goes to Elder. So Elder, on your next damage roll, add +2, okay? I'm not going to remember that. That's up to you to remember that.
Roger.
So you've got a +2 to damage. Alright. I think that's everything. I'll just double check. Yep, that's everything. Alright. So, for those viewing, if my hood falls down, gosh, and it will, just let me know and I'll bring it back up. Alright, so, there was some mention of a rest.
Yeah, I think we need to sleep, yeah.
Shouldn't we just like keep it to like a couple minutes?
Well, our spellcaster won't get his spells back. I will find it very hard to be angry with so little sleep. And, Sebastian will, not be so Sebastian-y.
Well, I guess, but we'd have to make sure to really lock up this door then. And she's gonna point to the door to the southwest.
Yeah, maybe we should... Maybe we should see what's beyond that door before falling asleep.
What if there's a lot of things behind there? Why don't we just, you know, bolt it up, stick your thing in it? You know what I mean?
No, but I'd catch your drift. Well, what do I... What's the door made out of, Mr. DM? sir?
Wood.
And the surrounding frame?
Stone.
Alright.
You can see there's like it's not dwarven built. There's seams between the blocks.
Franz sort of rubs his chin a little and goes, okay. And then he's gonna hammer 5 wooden stakes all around the door.
It's alright. The idea so is if someone tries to push it open, it won't.
Yeah, jam it all up.
Just make a intelligence check for me in the dice tower, will you?
Yeah, okay.
And I will.
I was
Well,
probably
you-
gonna ask what you're getting the intelligence checks for.
to check whether he noticed whether it was a push or a pull.
Yes.
But no, he's fine. He's securing it. It's definitely a pull.
Or at least he thinks he is.
Yeah, that's right. So he's hammered them in, and the ball bearings on the floor. I imagine you're going to scoop up most of those.
Yeah, I'll get my broom out and start sweeping them into a pile.
Yeah.
Well, before you do that, says Lomagast, those ball bearings guard our south approach. Perhaps we should leave them in place.
No, the
they're
ball
covering
bearings are in
us.
the room you're in.
Oh yes, I meant the caltrops.
I
Quite
already took
right.
the caltrops. I'll drop the caltrops back there.
Ooh, we can ask Meepo to watch the door.
Meepo probably. Well, ask him.
Look, you know, the little fellow is cute, but I don't know if we should trust him while we sleep.
Well, I mean, like, what is he gonna do? Kill us? Because, I mean, like, if something breaks through that door, he's probably gonna start screaming.
Little cupboard, can you scream?
Meepo nods enthusiastically.
Yeah, we're fine.
So, what's going on?
Thormagus gives a doubting look, but utters a prayer under his breath and trusts in his god. Very well then.
Alright,
And
so you've secured the door.
Nicely asked.
Yep. Continue, Sophie.
Oh, and Sophie will nicely ask Meepo, can you watch the door while we take a quick, well, it's not really quick, but we need to rest up a bit so we can keep searching for your drag.
Meepo nods his head enthusiastically. Meepo, God. and he's very happy to do it. But the moment you guys start to lay down and rest, are you going to keep that fire burning?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I guess.
Yep. No, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So, the moment you all start to nod off, I'll get Sebastian to make a perception check for me, please. Nice roll. You actually catch Meepo nodding off as well.
I think I'll keep an eye open then.
Yep. Okay, so nothing happens during the night. I rolled percentage, no encounter. And, well, day and night. It's hard to tell when you're in a dungeon, but you feel fully rested despite the smell of goblin and a little bit of kobold. So,
Can I take the time to gather up the ball bearings / caltrops?
yeah, absolutely.
And I will begin to unstick the door.
Yep. So you start maneuvering the what do you call them? Stakes out.
Yep.
You notice they're a little bit blunted by that.
That's probably fine. I'll sharpen them up again later.
Yep. All right. So we're going to start with Sebastian on the combat tracker, rolling the highest initiative there, and I shall move Meepo out of the way.
Alrighty, I shall. Can I stealthily open the door?
You can certainly try. So you open the door as quietly as you can, revealing a hallway that heads south a little and opening to the west.
Okay, I'm gonna check around the corner. That's Franz.
Good on.
It was a 1 in
Thanks for the
50
bits,
chance.
Jeebus. Yeah. Alright, so as you peek around the corner, and I'll just maneuver you there for a moment while I get rid of some masking. You can see against the southern wall what appears to be training dummies with arrows sticking out of them. And I'll get you to... Oh no, you already did. Excellent. That's fine.
Okay, so... Yeah, I'll move to the next corner, I guess.
Okay, so moving here, trying to see around the corner. Unmasking it. You see goblins short bows drawn and looking towards you.
Ah,
Seems you weren't quite stealthy enough.
so... Let's see. Probably can't move anymore, can I?
Where'd you move from?
Yeah, I moved like 15.
Oh, you moved 25 all up. So yes, you can move a little bit.
Yeah, I'd go back to the party. Yeah, we got 3 goblins.
So you've turned around and just hightailed it out of there, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'll inform them about weapons and status.
Yep.
That's not great.
Okay, things happening behind the scenes. Meepo's happy to wait, but you hear him growling "Arr!" at the mention of goblins. Sophie!
Awesome. Sophie is going to hold up her light crossbow.
Yep.
She's going to move to here, and the second anything comes around the corner, she's going to shoot it. So she's going to
Not
hold
a
an
problem
action.
at all. Thormagast. And sorry, Sophie, did you reapply mage armor?
Yeah, sorry.
Yep, all good. Just want to make sure it was checked off, that's all.
Yeah.
He's going to bravely force his way past 10, so that'll be 15, 25, probably is about 30 feet to there.
I'll figure it out for you. 20 feet to there.
On that case, I'll go around the corner where yep, I'll go there. Yep, I'll go there.
Yep, I will unmask that again. I'll try to unmask that again.
Only one?
Only one is visible.
I'll step out another 5 feet then.
Yep, and the moment you do, you are fired upon. Oh, the first one critting.
Ooh, bet on the goblin.
Can I do warding flare?
Not these ones, but you will in a moment. And the second one missing, as you realise some of the goblins have gone behind another 3-foot wall. Same as the room of the caltrops. They were hidden behind it. You popped your undead, readied their actions, and they have hit.
Cowardly goblins! He screams. He takes an arrow on the shoulder.
Yep.
And with his free hand, he goes, "Burn, you little things!" He's not really good for cursing.
Yep.
And
Maybe
he
we
does,
can think of some.
burning hands.
We'll have to think of some clever insults that aren't terribly offensive so that Thormagast can use them.
So with a 15-foot arc, can he get all of them?
What are you casting?
Burning hands, 15-foot arc. It's a 15-foot cone. Okay, so I guess
so 50. Why is it, I'm not seeing a measurement on that one. Why am I not seeing? 10, 15. There's 15 foot.
So from my position, can I angle that and make contact with each target?
Not really.
Move it left a bit. Left a bit.
That'd hit both of them.
Now
but
right
not
a
all
bit.
3. So if I just move your token for a moment, that's 15 feet, right? And I can
Sure.
move that back to where you are, but that's...
Yeah, there. I like it. Perfect.
I'm still only thinking 2 of those are going to hit.
Why don't you give the third one an advantage on his saving throw?
Yeah, well, because it's a pain in the butt. If you're going to
Okay.
target all 3 at once... target all 3, just go for it, do it, just be done. Oh, look at that, one of them nat 20'd anyway. Oh, speaking of which, I should bring up the betting for what's going to roll next. Nat 20 or nat 1? It is live, sorry. Thormagast, roll damage. Nice, you actually managed to kill one of the ones behind the wall that fired at you. The others have been
Vengeance by the light!
Pointers, remove that pointer. Okay, anything else that Thormagast is going to do?
No.
Great, Franz.
Franz turns to the others and goes, "Oh, looks like today we are once again fighting our imminent mortality. Well, off we go." And then he's gonna sort of saunter down the hallway. He's gonna come around the corner and he's gonna say, "Thormagast, are you dead?"
No! Charge!
"I'm charging!" He's gonna charge and he's gonna hack at that goblin.
Okay, go for it.
Two-handed. Ooh! So, sweeping at his head, but missing horribly. He's gonna look a little bit frustrated with himself.
Yep. Okay, now, there was something purchased here. I just need to check. History. Got it. Alright, this goblin retaliates by drawing its scimitar and slashing at you, Franz. However, it critically misses. Because someone purchased it. One of the deities.
Thank you, immortal gods!
And he goes to run and jump over the wall. Make your attack of opportunity, please, Franz.
Don't mind if I do. And it still misses!
Still misses.
Franz cleans a little bit of sleep out of his eyes.
It's too early for that, isn't it?
Yep.
The goblin runs and jumps over the wall. Sebastian. Just entering the room like that?
Yep, and how much cover do they have?
They will have, well, +5 because they're only short and it's a 3-foot wall.
Okay, so is it -5 to roll?
Yep. What are you hitting them with?
Short bow.
Okay. So dropping your torch.
Yep.
Yep. You hit. You hit that goblin with the short bow and...
adding damage.
Yep. Nice. Right in the head because that's all you could see sticking over the wall.
Well done.
Well done indeed. Meepo cautiously sneaking up, sniffing with disdain at this smell of goblin. This particular goblin. Firing his short bow at Thormagast once again. Missing. Sophie.
Awesome. So Sophie's gonna see everybody going. Darn it, I should have actually made sure we took the time for me to use my inspired leader. But she's gonna go to here.
Yep.
And she's going to try... Nah, I won't shoot it. Just because of the fact that it's up there. I'm gonna use Frostbite cantrip.
Okay, yep, go for it. Nice.
And then I'll give it its effect.
Excellent. Thormagast.
Enraged, with the flame and smoke still trailing from his fingers, he runs forward and swings his mace over the wall at the goblin.
Yep, so because you're so much taller, just -2 to the
Okay.
attack roll. He has cover still behind the wall, just you're taller than him and the wall, so...
Bah! Bah!
That's a
He says
miss.
in frustration as it ducks.
Not a problem. Franz.
Franz is gonna charge forwards, and how much movement would it require to jump up on top of the wall?
Really not much. It's not terribly tall.
Okay, so it won't take like an action or anything.
No.
Okay, and then I would like to swing at the goblin with my falchione.
Yep, so because you're on the wall over it, like, just swing it normally.
Okay.
Luckiest goblin ever. Alright, Sebastian, you are up.
Okay, leap across the wall.
Yep,
Move there, I guess.
yep.
And I shall stab at it with the Cinquedita.
Okay, stabbity stab stab. He hits. Nice, slaying the goblin. Thank you. Ooh, last one.
No, there's two sheets there.
I'm going to turn to Franz and ask him, do you want to go with this? And I offer him the Cinque d'Air.
I'm gonna take it and have a little, like, sweep it back and forwards in the air really rough. It's very light. No, it's not for me.
Okay. Not for you. So, just so I'll give you the description of the room. You guys got in combat straight away, so I didn't there. But there are dozens of blunted and broken arrows lying on the cracked cobblestone floor, and a few protrude from 3 crudely sewn human-sized targets hung along the center of the south wall. The northern third of the room is separated from the south by a crudely mortared and crenellated half wall. And a permanent camp of sorts lies north of that wall, complete with a fire ring and several small iron cookpots. Now, there's 3 exits visible to you guys in this particular room. The doors look much the same as the others, wooden, not hugely maintained, but serviceable. Sophie, you're up.
She's gonna look at Thaumagost,
Yep.
and she's gonna get a little idea in her mind, and she's gonna say, "Hey, you know what we should do? We should have a little prayer before we keep going, you know, because things have been a little bit close."
Yes, yes. Excellent idea. Well done, young Sophie. We should all give thanks. That was a dangerous battle, and we've all come through, wince slightly, relatively unscathed. I obviously need to be a little bit more sincere in my devotions.
And I think any of those deities who are watching should be picking up what these characters are putting down.
Well, I'm also going to take the time. She's gonna kind of force them to sit down for 10 minutes, and she's going to use inspiring leadership, so we all get 5 temporary hit points, including Meepo. Wants to definitely get some temporary hit points.
So I'll just do a short rest for you guys. Go for it.
Because I forgot to do it as part of our long rest.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright. It seems your prayers have gone unanswered.
Regardless, that was an inspiring prayer, little Sophie. Wonderful. I feel like I could fight forever. And I will.
It was very good, just unfortunately wasn't good enough apparently. Alright, reroll the initiatives here now that you've done that. Sebastian, you're going to be first. Which way are you guys going to head?
Isn't Meepo first?
Yeah, but Meepo's not a decision leader here. You can see Meepo sort of sniffing towards the door near him.
Meepo, which one smells most like goblin?
He shrugs his shoulders. All smell like goblin.
Well, let's go with let's check one of these doors to begin with. So I'll go to the top one.
Yep.
And I'll try to be stealthy again.
Yep. Okay, not a problem. So you crack the door open and you find a long hallway. "35 feet, give or take. Nothing seems to be particularly interesting about it. It's just an empty room.
Okay. Nothing obvious at this point.
Yep.
Can I do anything else in stone, or...?
I'll let you open one more door.
No, I'll try to open this one.
Yeah. So when you open this one, this the north and south walls of the chamber are stacked about halfway to the ceiling with barrels, boxes, and crates, and they all look like they're in pretty shitty quality, really. There's a clear path that allows easy access between the west and east doors between the stacks of crates.
Okay, I'm gonna move out of the way of the doorway and say both seem clear.
Yep. Sophie.
Sophie is going to look at Sebastian. It's like, should I go in there?
Well, if you like to decrepit crates and barrels, then be my guest.
Okay.
And what's she gonna
she's
do in it?
She's gonna start looking through the crates.
Yep, roll an investigation check for me, please.
On the table or in the tower?
Do it publicly.
Oof.
Oof, it looks like it's mostly junk. You don't find anything worthwhile.
It's a bunch of shit.
Pretty much.
She seems like really upset about it too. So she's just gonna walk to here.
Okay, Franz.
Those goblins we killed, do any of them have any cloth on them?
Roll a investigation check.
Or clothing?
Nothing terribly great, but roll your investigation nonetheless.
Not bad. Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. Okay, bear with me, because you do find some stuff. You do find some stuff. Going in the inventory tab, you find some silver pieces, a key, and a silver flask.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Friends! I found trinkets! He's gonna wave the key and silver flask around.
Are you going to drink from the silver flask?
I wasn't thinking to, but now I am.
Did you read what's in it?
Yes, I did.
Oh dear.
Well, he's gonna take a sip now because he said he would.
Yep. I should make you do a con save, but I won't. Just roleplay it for me.
It tastes really good. Was there any cloth though?
What do you want with the cloth?
Give me it and you'll find out.
He wants to make a sailboat.
Yes, they have ratty cloth clothing.
Alright, Franz is gonna like tear off a little piece of cloth. And then he's gonna take out his oil flask and dip the cloth in the oil flask, and then he's gonna tie the cloth around the end of the oil flask and recap it.
Right.
Franz has made a Molotov cocktail.
Gotcha. Not a problem at all. So there's a key and the silver flask. Can you put that in your inventory, please, Franz? And the key.
I found the key, friends. I don't know where it goes. We're going to find out.
Certainly are.
Does that door have a keyhole?
That door, bear with me a second. Hold on a moment. No, it doesn't.
Alright, Franz is going to slowly push it open.
Yep. And so pushing it open reveals what looks like a jail cell. And there are prisoners.
Ooh.
Now, bear with me, because one of the first things you actually see in there are some kobolds chained to the walls. And I need to put them on the map. Did that third one not go down? 6, 8, and 11. Right, there they are. But you can also see what appears to be a gnome stuck in a cage.
Ooh. Franz is gonna walk in yelling, "Tickle cord! tentacle!
The
God!
kobolds are manacled and shackled, but I'll read out the description for you. So it says, Squalor reigns in this low-ceilinged room. A large iron spike is driven into the floor near the door, and a small iron cage is set farther back. Several sets of corroded manacles are connected to the walls, and some still bind a few crumbling skeletons. Now, the kobolds are shackled to the walls. They are not a threat to you as such. When you've said Ticklecorn, they look visibly relaxed. And I need to drop that there. Reveal that. I don't know why that went there. Not Sophie. She's friendly. Neutral. 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 Good grief. And Urki is represented by the letter E.
I yell out the door, friends, I found more friends in here! And then he's gonna end his turn there.
Why is that kobold not done? Neutral. Okay, not a problem. Thormagast.
Hearing the calls, he follows him in. Seeing the kobolds, he calls to Meepo. Meepo, we found some of your people. Come and talk to them.
Meepo nods his head. Anything else you're doing in there, Thormagast?
He just quickly checks the skeletons to make sure they are inanimate. And
They
not
certainly are. They don't rise up or move. In fact, they're not even fully complete. There are bits missing.
Once he's confident of that, he'll move over to the cage and try and release the gnome while speaking to him. Hello, gnome.
Okay, how do you want to release the gnome?
Is there a lock or...
There is a lock on the back of it, yes.
I say, have you got that key? There's a lock here. Perhaps we can unlock this cage.
Yeah, I still got it. Let's give it a go.
Yep, and the lock pops open when you insert the key and turn it. The gnome jumps out. And he seems like a friendly sort of chap. I'm trying to think of a voice for him now. And he's like, oh boy, thank you for letting me out of that one.
No problem, tiny little friends. Friends, we found more friends!
Oh, I love friends. And with that, Meepo enters. And the other kobolds look much, much relieved. They are malnourished. They have been beaten. They have cuts and bruises. They are not in good shape. Meepo, free them. And so Meepo's let you know he wants to free the other kobolds. Sebastian.
So, could I hear Franz?
Most likely. He wasn't being quiet.
Okay, then. Like, he shouted out to me, but I shout back, good or bad friends?
Undecided as of yet. You can never tell in this current political climate.
I'm gonna peek through the door to Sophie, seems Franz has met some, undecided friends yet. Would you like to go meet them as well, or happy to keep exploring these boxes?
I guess we should go. They don't exactly have a way with words.
Well, they have an interesting way with words. So yeah, I'll head down to the kobold room.
To the jail cells? So
I'll just peep in. I don't need to.
okay. Yep. Yep. I gotcha. Just peeping in.
Everything seems fine, yeah.
Yep. So Meepo's the one in the center there, by the way, right?
Yep.
The others are shackled to the wall, and Urki is now out of the cage.
Okay, so confirming that everything seems fine, I'll go in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to help unshackle these kobolds.
Yep. Not a problem. And next up is going to be Sophie.
She'll go running over.
Yep, I'll just move you over all the way in there. That's not a problem at all. So you guys want to set the kobolds free, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, so as
And
you're...
she'll give them a piece of candy each.
and they're suspicious at first until Meepo explains how delicious they are. And then when they try them, their eyes light up like they've never had anything taste as good as that, ever. It's almost as good as meat, in some ways better. But the moment the three of them are unshackled, they run.
That's fine.
And they just run that way.
Oh, bye.
And without further ado, all of those disappear. Out of view, you can no longer see them. Okay, so you guys are in the presence of one little gnome who's in fairly good health, considering that cage barely fit him in it.
Did he eat the other gnomes that were in the cage?
He seems very jolly. Oh, heavens no.
What are you doing here, little fellow?
He sighs and he says, months passed. I was on my way to seek my fortune and took the old road. My bad luck that the goblin bandits caught me. I've been here ever since. My deity's blessings have kept me healthy. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd be dead from starvation and abuse by now.
Yeah, you have to be careful seeking your fortune in this day and age.
Damagas, you better not try to convert him.
Well, surely you're already a follower of the Thunder, is that right, little gnome?
He shakes his head. No.
Well, there are some other generous deities out there. Who do you pray to?
Oh, you've got me now. No, you don't. He beams a big smile and says, Garl Glitter Gold.
Not gnomes in Penyo.
Sorry?
Not gnomes in Penyo.
Nope, Garl Glitter Gold.
So, gnome, what can you tell us of this place? We seek a dragon. And perhaps you may have heard of a hero that came this way, Sir Brathford?
His eyes light up when you mention Sir Bradford. Sir Bradford. And he says, the goblins caught 3 of them over a month ago, and they were captives with me in here for a while. They said the names were Taugen, Sharwin, and Sir Bradford. The goblins kept them in here only about a week before they removed them. Belak wanted them, and that's the last I've heard about that.
Who is Belak?
Does no one have notes?
Is Belak the outsider? Or the outcast?
I did not write that down.
I'm asking the gnome anyway.
He nods his head and he says, I believe so.
Like, he was introduced to us as the outcast. Don't think we ever got a name.
Okay, I was just double checking, I couldn't remember.
And do you know the way to the outcast?
He shakes his head and says no. But
And what
I've heard
a
of the
dragon?
He goes, I've heard that goblins talk about the Twilight Grove down below. A wicked old human called Belak, a spellcaster I suspect, tends to an enchanted garden and harvests fruit from something the goblins call the Gulthias tree, but they speak of it only in the most terrified of whispers. The enchanted fruit grows on the Gulthias tree.
Aha! That is what we seek.
I'm gonna write down evil tree.
And what of you, Sir Gnome? If we were to release you, would you make it home safely, or would you journey with us?
He ponders for a moment and says, oh, travelling with you might be a lot of fun. Sounds good to me.
Welcome aboard. Unless anyone has any issues. And on the way, we can teach you the ways of the Thunder.
He smiles knowingly, but doesn't say anything.
Now, your equipment, weapons. Do you have any idea where the goblins may have stored them?
He shakes his head. He has absolutely no idea. But he does look around the room and sees a rather sizable femur bone on one of the skeletons and picks it up and starts wielding it and says, "This will do for now." Swings it like a club.
Well, you are an inventive fellow.
I don't think I was here during the time he was introduced, so pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir. What might I call you?
His name is Erky Timbers. Any other questions for him? So
You
you've asked
said
him about the adventurers, you've asked him about Belak, you asked how he got here.
And just going off the image that's of him in the cage, and he said, you said your deity kept you strong. Is there an item upon you that may have assisted? That pendant, perhaps?
He nods and holds out his holy symbol. You recognise it for what it
Intriguing.
is.
Are you a healer, Erky?
He stands up straight, a little bit proud, and says, "I've been known to heal from time to time."
Well, your company is even doubly welcome then.
Are you wounded?
Only a little.
He places his hands on you. And you feel a little healthier.
Ooh.
Erky, you're a welcome boon to this party.
He smiles, very proud of himself. Alright, so any other questions for Erky?
No, I think that covers it.
Okay, just because I'm going to close that page and there are other questions that could be asked that I don't want to have to go hunting for later on.
Oh, good.
What's your credit card number?
7. Oh dear. And James Black in Twitch chat said you guys should have tried to have a little army of kobolds and arm them with spears and give them an inspiring speech, which is clever.
We would have if they didn't cut and run.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so I'll unlock tokens at this stage. Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do?
We're two friends. We could go through the crate room with the boxes and the barrels.
Mhm.
If you want.
Possibility?
Vic goes down the hallway. If you want, guys.
Have we checked the boxes? Should we go search all together? So maybe we can find something of use. Perhaps some better gear for Erky.
Yeah, Sophie looks there earlier. Sophie, did you see anything in there?
No, but I'm not a very good investigator.
So, does someone want to be in charge of dragging Erky and Meepa around as well, or?
Me,
Oh, she can do it. She can do it.
Yep.
they're my kids. Get out of here.
Kids having kids. That's all this is, damn it. Alright, so. Who's going to investigate the room?
Let's do it as a group effort.
So, only one person needs to do it, just with advantage if the others are helping.
That's the best investigation.
+2.
I'm not proficient.
That's metagaming.
+3?
Gosh. Tut, tut, tut.
Anyone better than +3?
Yeah, I'm the same as +3.
Alright, just
Is
roll it.
Is it really metagaming if it's saving us time on everybody rolling it?
Well, just whoever's going to search should search. You wouldn't know if you... Like, think about being the character. You wouldn't know your stats.
Yeah, nothing here.
No, you actually do find something.
Oh.
A barrel.
No, you find... I've just got to change the number. A flask of oil.
Don't drink it.
Oh, mine, please? Can I have this?
Certainly.
Drag it into your inventory.
I would like to also turn this into a Molotov.
Okay, make a note of it.
And just to move things along, Thormagust opens the door.
Alright. I'm holding control while I try to unmask, and that's what you press to remask. So, this room in front of you, there are several torches mounted in sconces, and they're burning around this chamber, filling the air with a bit of a haze. There's a double row of marble columns carved with entwining dragons, and they run the length of the hall. You can see them on there. It otherwise appears to be empty, but there is a door, three doors to the north, one to the south, and one to the far west.
Quite a hallway. Shall we proceed?
Yes, let's.
Make sure to keep an eye out for traps.
I'll actually lock the tokens again and put you back there. That way, yeah. And should we actually re-roll initiative? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I suppose.
Alright, done. So Sophie's going to go first. She doesn't have to lead the way, but it's her turn first.
Okay, she'll run to here.
Just the 15 feet?
Well, I mean, she's gonna peek and see if she perceives anything.
Yeah, roll it in the dice tower for me, please. No, other than what I've described, you don't see anything else?
And then she's gonna go to here.
Yep.
And to here.
Yep. And, like, it's nice to see a room that's actually lit. You can see clearly.
Yes.
Okay, and just hiding in the corner?
She'll, kind of shout, whisper back. She's like, guys, I don't think anybody's in here. And then, yeah.
Okay! Okay, Sophie! He tries to whisper back, but he's too fucking nasally. And he's gonna also sneak in, sort of.
Yep. Not a problem. So the room is well lit well enough. You can see the whole room.
Sophie, do you want to try the door behind you?
When everybody's in here, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't want to get kidnapped.
Sebastian.
Yeah, I think I'll just walk over to Urki and give him a dagger, just for self-defense.
Oh god, don't make me code that. Don't make me code that.
Okay, I decide not to.
He doesn't have like a player character sheet like you guys do.
Okay,
He's an NPC. And while I can edit it, it's a real chore. Especially mid-game.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think I'll just head into the...
Besides, the club does the same damage anyway, 1d4.
Yeah, I'll head into the room.
Okay. Not a problem. So the door to the north of you appears to be made of wood. And I'll get you to make a perception check as well, please, in the tower. Excuse me. Nice. You feel like a bit of a faintest bit of a cold breeze coming from the door near you.
Like fresh air or just cold?
Just like slightly cool, like the air is a little bit cooler in that room.
Does that seem a bit suspicious or just interesting?
Just interesting.
Alrighty, I'll let Sophie know. It's a bit of a cold draft.
So, who wants to maneuver Urki? I'll let people do that. Someone else do that, whoever wants to. Yes, trade in. No one? Alright, I'll do it. He can move 25 feet anyway. So no, he can move 30 feet apparently.
Wait, what?
He can move 30 feet on the on his sheet. That's what it says, 30 feet. So, whatever. And Sophie, do you want to do Meepo?
Sure.
And Meepo can move 30 as well. Alright, so Meepo sneaking in, keeping up. Thormagast!
I'm gonna walk in, stand about there,
Yep.
and I'm gonna cast a guidance cantrip on Sophie and then motion for her to sort of listen and check the door.
Okay. So what does guidance do?
Means on her next skill check she can add a D4 to it.
Nice. Okay. Sophie.
Dun 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 dun. Sophie's going to open the door.
Open it and not check?
Well, she's gonna open it, make sure nothing shoots out, and then she's gonna check.
Okay, so in this room, mounted and stuffed animal heads are all over the walls. The mounting job is sloppy, and the assortment of heads includes cattle, rats, and other not very impressive specimens, really. There's a few grisly trophies sharing the wall with the animals, including a couple of kobold heads. Smashed and broken cabinets and small tables litter the edges of the room. There's been some sort of scuffle in here, it would seem. And in the middle of the room, there's a rusted iron spike with a broken chain coiled around it, like you can see on the map. And there are very thin patches of frost coating just sections of the walls, floor, and debris.
Oh, friends! Franz, they have preserved friends in here.
Oh, cool.
Alright. So now you need to roll your perception check, and it should automatically add that D4
Okay.
into the dice tower for me. Nice, very nice. You notice that you're not sure what, but something behind this table here, sort of, there's a slight movement out the corner of your eye. You're not sure what it was.
She will immediately run over to take a closer look.
Yep. At which point, and I'll let you role play this part.
Mimic.
Sophie, did you get that picture?
No.
Didn't show up for you?
No, I don't see anything.
Alright.
Is it
Wonder why
another
not.
friend?
I'm trying to share that with
Correct.
you. Why is that not sharing with you?
DM via Discord.
Alright, no, I'll just share it with everyone. Sophie, this is what you can see behind the table.
Oh, you little cutie! And she's gonna say, I don't, speak Draconic, but I think I found your dragon.
So you've called out to Meepo, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's a cool picture, I like it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And then she's gonna try thinking of what the magic word is. She's like,
You can roll an
Ginger
intelligence check
root?
if you have to. Oh dear. Alright, so, is that all you're doing there, Sophie?
yeah, because she's not remembering right
Yep,
now.
all
what
good.
It is.
It was Tickle gone. Franz.
Franz is going to stroll on in there I go, oh, scheiß! Tickle corn! Tickle corn!
Okay. Anything else?
Anything?
You have to see.
Wouldn't I see a reaction on my turn?
The dragon doesn't respond to the word ticklecorn.
Okay, sure. That is my turn.
I guess that's what you're after, isn't it? The dragon hisses menacingly, but doesn't actually move. Sebastian.
I'm gonna move in and see this dragon. I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna stop and then move very slowly.
Okay, yep.
Try not to draw attention.
Okay, no problem. Erky enters the room and immediately backs away to the other side. Meepo has been called. Sophie, do you want to move Meepo?
Yep.
Meepo becomes elated. Calcrix! And immediately the dragon reacts and snaps at Meepo but misses. Meepo recoils in disgust. Thormagast.
Meepo? Is Calcrix alright? How does Meepo respond?
Meepo's not sure. The dragon just tried to bite him.
I'll move to there.
Yep.
And I will throw... let's see. I'll
Thanks for the
throw
bits,
my
Jeeves.
I'll throw my 1 day's rations at the dragon.
Okay.
And I'll say in Draconic, there you go, Caltrix. We're friends. Not here to hurt you. And I say that in Draconic.
Okay, yep. Got it. Not a problem. The rations just fall to the floor near the dragon because I assume you weren't throwing them at the dragon.
Yep.
Yep. Sophie, you've just seen this dragon lunge at Meepo.
She's gonna say, settle down. And she's gonna try helping by trying to help move the rations closer to the dragon. Could I use like an animal handling to like not get bitten or something?
Well, it's not an animal as such. I get what you're trying to say. So it'd be like a maybe a sleight of hand. Or
okay, that's even better.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, really. Yep, no, so you actually managed to put it a bit closer to the dragon, which you recognise is only quite young. And it doesn't bite you, but it is glaring at Meepo.
Meepo, what did you do to him?
Franz.
Franz is not really sure how to deal with big lizards. And he says to Thormagast, just keep speaking lizard to it. I think you're making it happy.
Yep. Calcrix. Actually, Thormagast, can I get you to make a persuasion check?
I'll try. Yeah.
And rolling against
Tell me,
persuasion...
Calcrix. Let me tell you the whale of thunder.
Rolling against persuasion's charisma, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm more bookish than I am charismatic.
That's right. Calcrix snarls lies and making things happen, sorry. Rolls he uses his frost breath. Meepo is just turned to ice. Nearly instantly. Dead. Urki and Franz take the brunt of it.
Ah, not good.
Not good at all, and the room gets much colder as the ice breath spreads. The patches of ice on the walls grow that little bit bigger, and the dragon roars. Sebastian.
I'm gonna step in front of Franz and Urki. I just hold up my arms with no weapons. Like, we do not intend to harm you. We were given one side of the story. I'd like to know what yours is.
Okay, what language are you using?
Yeah, just a common.
Okay, yep. Anything else?
Just no, like, just non-threatening as possible, but also trying to shield the others.
Yep. Okay, Urki leaps into action immediately now. He's going to target Sebastian, Thormagast, and Sophie. And blesses the three of you. Blesses first level. That can't possibly be right. Anyway, that's done. Thormagast.
This has all gone horribly wrong.
You've just seen this dragon blast your friends with its frost breath.
It's a small dragon though, right? And it's young, and it appears. I look at it. Does it appear like it's fearful, or can I use any insight to try and gauge its motivation? Is it
You
just
certainly
naturally
can.
aggressive?
Roll an insight. You get the feeling it's very angry.
It's angry.
Does it not
Anyone
wanna
in
go home?
particular?
Meepo in particular. When you said what you said, it called you a liar in Draconic, don't forget. Thank you for the bits, Krieger. So what are you going to do, Thormagast?
I step up and I go, Caltrix, that kobold Meepo told us you're his friend. That is obviously not the case. Talk to us. This does not have to end in violence. And I ready an attack, but I
Yep.
wait for a response, but I'll
Okay.
only attack if he attacks.
Not a problem. Sophie.
Sophie doesn't know Draconic, but she's going to try to look as harmless as possible.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Holding your turn?
No, because violence isn't the actually it's totally the answer, but I don't want to use my spell slots up in case I don't end up going. So
Okay, yep,
I think.
not a problem.
Oh,
France.
she'll dodge. There.
Oh, she'll dodge, okay. France, this dragon has just blasted you with freezing cold breath.
Yeah, Franz is rocking back
Your
and
torch
forwards.
is actually extinguished.
Yeah, Franz is rocking backwards and forwards, shaking, going, "Why is the big lizard angry at us?" And that's his turn.
Okay, Calcrix turns straight towards Thormagast and in Draconic. Shouts that out. Everyone hears like the grating, grumbling sound of his voice as he lunges at Thormagast and bites at Thormagast.
Well, I'll use Warding
Missing.
Flare, but doesn't matter.
No,
Can
well,
I
he
strike
missed.
back?
You certainly can. You held your action. Thank you. You most certainly can.
Why did I get a D4?
You've been blessed
Oh, of course.
by Urki. So yep, you react and you smack the dragon with your mace. Sebastian.
Well, it seems diplomacy has failed. I'm going to stab it in the back.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
Yep, so remember, flanking rules don't apply in this game.
Yep, but the stealth attack does.
Yep, because it's engaged, yes.
As long as the friendly's within target, within distance of it.
Yep, that's fine, that's good. Go for it. My hood fell off. Nice, good roll, that's definitely a hit. Oof. You managed to find a weak spot and you get right up in there.
And I run away.
And run away, and you've got that ability that stops it making reactions, don't you?
Yes.
Yep. All good. Urki, meanwhile. Cast Cure Wounds on Franz.
Thank you.
Thormagast. This dragon's not having any of it.
I better hit it again. And I call out, "The beast cannot be reasoned with! By Lathander, feel my smite!"
Franz is gonna yell out, "Fire for me trying!"
It occurs to me it might be vulnerable to fire.
Possibly?
I hit it with the mace anyway. Or not.
Ooh, swings and misses. Alright, is that it?
That's it, but if it goes for me, I'll try warding flare, just so you know.
Yep, gotcha. Sophie, you're seeing this dragon act as hostile as you would expect a wild dragon too.
Man. She's gonna reach out and touch it with ice, since it seems like an ice dragon, so hopefully she won't kill it.
Okay. Now hold the phone. Alright, all good. Go, bunny. Roll that damage.
It saved, so it didn't take
saved?
any damage. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Well,
Franz, seeing that the ice lizard has now threatened his friends, is gonna get into action.
no problem.
And he's gonna take out his hand axe and donk it on the head with the flat side of the axe for hopefully a non-fatal attack.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna burn one of my inspirations.
Okay.
Glad to see that paid off.
I'm still going to roll the wild magic on you there.
Was
You
it
go
a
to max
2?
HP.
Oh, 10.
You're already at max HP.
What?
It's the fort that counts.
It is.
Combat tracker says he's not.
Says he's not what? No, that's bonus. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, combat tracker says he's not. That's right. He's full health now.
Much better. Yeah, Franz was too cold to make the shot.
Yep. Whoa. Calcrix retreats to the back corner over here, exposing a small pile of treasure that he'd been hoarding.
Opportunity?
No, technically still within range for you, I think.
Yeah, he's just on 5. True.
But he did successfully recharge. Thormagast, Franz, Sebastian, Erky. Boom! Yikes! The dragon blows its breath, the room going even colder. Franz, Sebastian, and Erky all fall down. The cold was too much for them. Sebastian, death saving throw, please. That's a pass. Erky, I'm just going to roll a d20 for Erky. Succeeds once. Thormagast, you've just seen this happen.
Wow. I've got no other option but to keep swinging. By the thunder for my friends.
Ooh,
And I better
misses.
use my
Yep.
inspiration.
Yep.
And no
Oh,
luck.
still missed. Bugger. Sophie.
Sophie's going to quickly pop up her crossbow, and she's going to try to sink a bolt into the.
Into the dragon? Yep. Makes a lot of sense.
And as a bonus action, she's going to like stiffen her body a lot, and she's going to start gagging, and she's going to spit all over this dragon for a caustic spittle bonus action.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
I'm gonna
great.
reroll
Oh,
that
she
with
missed-
the
with inspiration? Yep, go for it. That's more like it. It's not terribly ladylike, is it? But
No, but most of the party couldn't see it, so
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Go
Thormagast
for it.
looks alarmed, intrigued, but relieved, and a little disgusted.
Oh, you see something hit the dragon, Thormagast, as Sophie. And at the same time, a magic health potion appears for Sebastian. Sebastian, please drink up. Nice, Sebastian. Back to full health. How about that?
Move low health. Thank you, Daddy.
All right.
oops, I made a mistake.
What do
I
you make?
couldn't actually use the action to spit it up.
We're gonna roll
I-
with you, did.
Oh, okay.
Just remember it for next time. So, the
Yeah.
dragon lies dead at your feet. Erky and Franz are still unconscious at this stage. It is Franz's turn to make a death saving throw. Ooh. And Sebastian.
Can I start chest compressions on Erky?
You can roll medicine on Erky, absolutely.
Erky and not your friend Franz.
The cleric is closer to the
Yeah,
other one.
makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So you roll your yep, that's going to count as a oh, how does medicine actually work here? I'll have to read this again now, won't I?
They're stabilized if it's above. It's like a death save, but if they win, they're stabilized, and if they don't, they're not stabilized.
Yeah, okay, so Erky is now stabilized and no longer dying. But is unconscious. Alright, Thormagast, you're up.
I am going to call on the power of thunder, kneel down and lay my hand upon poor Franz and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. It's the thought that counts, right? Sophie, any tricks up your sleeve?
She's going to rub her stomach, and she's wiping the acidic drool off her chin. And
Right.
she'll Start
Now, it
stumbling
occurs
over here.
to me that there are 2 lots of XP that need to be awarded here.
That's like
Oh.
acid reflux from too much candy.
That's the first one for the goblins you killed doing the archery there. And there it is for the dragon, which means ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, leveling up.
Ice cream truck.
Hey,
Do you guys want to do that now, or do you want to do it after the game?
let's do it now.
Meow.
Well, most of you
Meow.
are competent doing it, so go for it. Do your level up now. And what's happening with Urki before you do that?
I'm trying to save him.
How are you going to try and save him? He's not dying anymore, he's just unconscious.
Sophie's gonna burp in his face, try to resuscitate him with her barf breath.
Roll a medicine check for me there. Doesn't quite wake him up.
He's really out of it.
Yes, he is.
Quick question. When is our next level up? How much XP?
Next level is...
I gotta put in the new number.
Well, I can just share that with you, and you can save that.
There we go.
Makes things a lot easier, doesn't it?
Saving things? Nah.
Put it down on your taskbar. Don't forget, Control, Alt, Shift, and any combination of those 3 keys will give you more slots for your taskbar.
How do I send it to my taskbar, sorry?
Just click the brown pin and drag it down onto it and let it go.
Ah, wonderful.
Much easier. Alright, so there was also, as I said, a very small hoard of treasure that the dragon had. Who was taking that flask of oil they found earlier?
I was.
Drag it into your inventory, please.
I believe I already have one, so I just ticked it up to 2.
Okay, great. I'll just delete that one then. And apply the treasure that the dragon had hoarded in this room. And yes, if you're comfortable doing your level up now, which looks like everyone has done, happy days. If anyone needs me to help with the coding, let me know. And I'll take this opportunity, I suppose, to talk to the Twitch chat. Literacy. I did, but the source material said no, unfortunately. But thank you for helping out. It's worth a try, wasn't it? Oh dear. Wow, we're up to 20 viewers. Excellent. That's very well done. Characters are just, or the players are just leveling up their characters to level 2. They're going to need it. That dragon messed them up. And so I assume we've got a whole heap of new viewers at the moment, so I'll just give everyone a really quick rundown. When you're watching us play D&D, you're earning gold coins, and the players in the games tend to pray to the deities watching because you guys can actually interact with the game. There's a link under the video and it pops up with the chatbot every so often where you can purchase things to interact with the players. So you could give them advantage or disadvantage or magic health potions or wild magic surges or inspiration, damage bonuses, extra initiative, and you have to spend those gold coins to do that. So the more you watch and the more you chat, actually, if you're actively chatting, you can be earning 6 gold coins every 10 minutes. You can also run heists. There is the betting. I don't think we've had a Nat 1 or a Nat 20 since I opened the betting. But if you wish to bet your gold coins, you certainly can. Sergeant Jeebus has just demonstrated how to check how many gold coins you have. Okay. And as Literacy did, purchased a healing potion which could make or break whether the party lives. So be part of the game. That's what it's all about. I want you guys talking. I want you guys enjoying the game as much as we're enjoying playing it. Players, how are you doing with the leveling up?
All done.
All done?
I believe I am done.
Mm-hmm.
Lathander has smiled upon me.
Yep. And Bunny was AFK for a moment, wasn't she? No, that was Sebastian.
Yes.
I like this costume, but damn it, it's leaving glittery shit all over me.
Oh, because we leveled up, we back up to full health.
No.
Ah!
Come
Okay.
on, Skyrim rules. Level up middle combat to get all the health back.
I will heal Urki by 1 hit point though. So Urki is no longer
Lucky leveled up. Oh, goody.
unconscious.
You healed him by all his hit points except for 1.
What? Oh, right, yeah. Open a moment. I just typed in 1, but no, you're correct. So, yeah, so that's how you guys can interact with the game. We do encourage it. In the event that I can't do it for whatever reason, I will refund your gold coins. That's not a big issue. The heists are active. I just don't think the chatbot's saying it anymore. So I'll fix that actually. Right, heists are now active on the chatbot. So you have to enter, exclamation mark heist, and then how many gold coins you're willing to gamble on it. So for example, exclamation mark heist, 50. There we go. Elder has just started it. Feel free to join it. It's completely randomized. Nice, and I have no control over that. It just does what it does. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. 58 gold coins. Well done, Huntster. You can gamble them all or none. Take your pick. Oh dear. Alright, and if we get... I'm going to make this a challenge, but if we can get to 30 viewers, which is my next goal, we might do a giveaway as well.
You done with level up, Bunny?
You good, Bunny?
Yep.
Everyone's good? Everyone's done it?
Yep.
Alright, well, we shall continue, so I just don't keep monologuing.
Franz comes to on the floor and says, "Ah, where am I?"
It's cold. And we'll say you guys have another short rest there, right?
Thormagas is shaking
Oh.
his head, looking sadly at the bodies of Calstrix and Meepo, going, "What a sad outcome. We could not have foreseen this. It is not our fault."
And
So
something
we
was just
can-
purchased.
We can just spend hit die at this point.
Yes, but a magic health potion was just purchased for Franz.
Ah, danke, merciful God.
And Sophie's gonna chit chat with the group so that she can give them all another dose of temporary healing.
Best
Okay,
fucking
yep.
feat. Swear to God.
At low levels, yeah.
Now,
Thormagas sidles over to Sophie and says, "You disabled the dragon in some strange manner. What went on there, Sophie?"
I guess my stomach got upset. She belches a little bit again.
And Thormagas puts his hand, back of his hand over his mouth and reaches for a handkerchief somewhere and goes, "Oh, my, okay."
yes, too much candy will do that.
It was just my nerves.
We're going to cut back on your candy, young lady.
Not my dad. She like looks.
You're right. More candy it is.
Alright, so there is treasure in the inventory tab of the party sheet, don't forget.
Do you need to drag that health potion onto me, or do I have to do it?
No, you do it.
DM.
You do it. It magically
Alright.
appears and you drink it on the spot.
Ah, that's right. Wonderful.
Nice. It all adds up. So there's a crystal goblet and a jade figurine, and there's a scroll case as well. That's quite interesting, and bits of silverware. Fine silverware.
Is it, do you have to manually update the party sheet?
Me?
No, because it's like it says I'm not wounded yet. The party sheet still says I'm in the yellow.
Nah, it just takes time for that one.
Okay.
Don't stress about that. But the inventory tab, does anyone want any of that treasure, or are you guys going to leave it there?
I assume we're taking it. Would anyone like these shinies? I have no use for them, really. Although I would like a fork. Can I have a fork?
Thormagast raises a curious eyebrow. He reaches down for the scroll case and reads it out to the party. Because he knows Dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
This has got Dwarvish runes on it, he announces. Old parchment. Kondurkar. It's in Dwarvish and it says, the remaining few by order of Dugedon the Black. We have created a small secret dwarven redoubt. None shall find us, however. And the rest of the message is kind of damaged. I can't read it.
Do you want to drag that into your inventory there, please, Thormagast?
Sure.
And if you want any of the silverware, anyone, just drag it into your inventory. Oh, and also there's the silver earlier from the goblins.
Yeah, I'll grab a crystal goblet.
Yeah, drag it across, drag it across.
I might take that jade figurine to complement the other jade figurine I have.
It looks very similar.
You'll have a matching set.
Wonderful. What's it a figure of? It's a little dragon?
It's a little dragon, yeah.
Franz makes
Let us
kids.
pack away this silverware for the glory of the church.
Just in your inventory. No, you don't have to keep dragging it. Just in your inventory, change the number, and I'll just delete it.
Alright, Franz will pocket the rest.
Okay, alright, so Sebastian, you've got the first round on initiative.
Alright then, so there's this door that's, I guess, Urki's popped up against, or next to.
Next to, yes.
I'll check that one.
Alright, so I'll move Urki for you.
Probably no point being stealthy because there was just a huge amount of combat. So I'll just open the door.
Yep, and it's a hallway.
Do I recognize it?
Yes. Are you entering it?
Okay. Nah, I'll just stay in the room.
Okay, alright. I just want to know what's going on, that's all. And Sophie?
Sophie is going to move to here. And she's just gonna follow Sebastian, but she doesn't want to go first.
Okie dokie. Urki's happy to just keep resting at the moment. He's not feeling very good. Actually, he's going to heal himself. Bam. Franz!
Well, provided there's no more lizards this way, I will take a point. Do we want to check out this door over here, guys?
Yep, so you're travelling through there?
Yep.
Okay, give me 2 shakes of a leg while I make things happen behind the scenes. Roll a perception check for me, please, Franz, in the dice tower.
Yeah, okay. Ooh.
All good, and as you are entering, you get to about here, and the floor gives way from underneath you.
Ooh.
You fall and take
dear.
3. Stupid trap icon. You fall and take 4 damage. which got
Can
absorbed.
Can I make a deck save to try and not fall?
Not on that one, no. That's where I was reading it because it's done a bit differently. But there's a DC 15 perception check, which you rolled 11 on, and you didn't notice it. And if you step on the pit cover, it flips open, dumping the creature. There's no way to save against that particular trap. That's how it's coded. Sorry.
Was it
Yeah.
DC 17? You said?
DC 15.
Okay.
And
So-
you rolled 11.
If we were to look there, there's just no more Franz.
There's a basically where I'm going to draw. With France. There's a big hole in the floor, and he fell in it.
Right. But didn't you say it was spinning or something?
No. The floor gave way underneath, and he fell in.
Oh, okay.
Ow!
Thormagast. You hear the clang as the door opens. The trapdoor opens, and Thormagast and Franz falls in. Better get that right, hadn't I?
I best race over to help him. Can I grab the chain and lower it down to him?
You can. Yes, absolutely. And in fact, that's very clever. Have inspiration.
Just for sight's sake, I'll say I relit a torch.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, you're able to take that chain, lower it in, and pull Franz up there with you again.
Franz was sitting at the bottom of the hole with his arms crossed like he was a angry child. I'm not taking point anymore. Someone else can do it.
Sebastian.
So there's no way of like jamming this trap, so it like.
You would be able
remains
to jam it open, yes.
Okay, could I attempt that? Or like, so we can actually cost it.
Yep. So thieves' tools, please. Oh, one more thing, Franz. While you were down there, you did find something. I'll put it in your inventory. Whether you want to tell people about it or not is completely up to you.
One ring to rule them all.
Sort of. Yeah, so you are able to use your thieves' tools and wedge it. It is jammed open.
Okay, I'll carefully step on it, test it a bit, see if it's fine.
No. It's like you want to jam it shut, do you?
Yeah, like it so we can cross it.
Right. Okay. Yes. You are able to find the mechanism and lift it up. Not a problem. Done. It's no longer a threat.
Okay then, I'll head to that door and try to stealthily open it.
Yep. So opening that door, and I will update the map for everyone. Okay. Reveals a room that looks like goblins have laired in there relatively recently. There's a very strong stench, and there's garbage and carrion all over the place. It appears that it's been used for quite some time, just not for the past day or so. There are tattered hides stretched on frames, making hammocks, and there's a fire pit that looks like it's been used loads of times. There's battered cooking equipment and broken bits of arms and armor all over the place as well. But the room otherwise looks empty.
Yeah, I'll head back and tell them that.
Yep. Not a problem, Sophie?
Just like suspicious.
Oh, sorry, Krieger. It is... having a moment there. Yep, so what are you suspicious of? What's going on?
Oh, when he said that. She's like, should I go check the other door?
If my memory serves me correctly, we've already been in that direction.
Oh, you're a genius. Okay, bye. And then she's running.
I'm gonna look at Franz like,
And then she'll wait here.
Franz looks at you back, but you're not sure he is actually like mentally on the same plane as you.
I'll look at
Great.
Hans then.
Urki follows Sophie closely, looking sadly at Meepo's frozen body. Franz.
Alright, can Franz roll an Arcana check on that item he found down the bottom of the thing to see if it's if it feels like it might be maybe cursed or something?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey!
He's absolutely
Woo!
sure it's not.
Ooh, he puts it on.
That looked like a 4 on my screen.
Yeah, same on mine actually. But says 18, we'll go with the 18. No, he's absolutely positive it is exactly what it seems to be.
He would like to put on a gold ring then.
Nice.
Do I turn invisible and can I see the Eye of Sauron now?
No.
Just checking.
Minus XP for the Lord of the Rings reference. No, I'm kidding.
And then Hans will look at the ring. He's gonna do one of those things where he blinks, but like his eyes go at different times, like he's just not quite thinking properly, and then he's just gonna follow Sophie out.
Yep, not a problem. Thormagast.
Thormagast is still a bit troubled by the death of Meepo and Caltrix, so he moves the corpses together in some sort of pose of boy and dragon, and
Yep.
mutters a few words of respect to Lathander. Looks around the room and notices the heads on the walls again and thinks maybe there's something in these things, and starts examining all the heads.
Okay, yep, roll a investigation for me.
Yeah, nah. They're pretty boring.
They're gross and they smell and they haven't been cured properly and they're just disgusting.
You know what? I've had enough of this room. I've paid my respects. Time to move on with the others.
Fair enough. And you're moving out as well. Yep, gotcha. Sebastian.
Okay, so now that I'm alone, I'm going to check for my pocket for what Sophie put in there, like episode 1.
Uh-huh. And what do you find?
I don't know.
Candy.
Excellent.
It was candy, wasn't it, Sophie? I'm positive it was candy. Alright.
It's not there.
That's alright. But it's her turn now. You there, Sophie? Hello,
Yes.
Sophie. Yes, it's your turn.
She's gonna look at everybody. She's like, "Okay, I'm trusting you," and then she's gonna open the door.
Yep, not a problem. So you open this door, and you can't see a great deal. There's a hallway heading north, about 10 feet. 20 feet.
She's like, "Okay, there's a hallway. I'm gonna go and look." And then she's trying to be sneaky about it.
Yep, roll a stealth roll for me into the dice tower, please.
Franz whispers behind her, "Be careful!"
The hallway extends to the west further. Anything else?
Okay, that's 15 feet.
Yep.
She's gonna step to right here, and she's gonna wave everybody that it's clear. And
Okay.
then that,
Not a problem. Urki will follow Sophie.
this is a really brave gnome. Like, Sophie has no idea
Oh, yeah.
what she's doing.
Franz.
Franz will go and test that door.
Yep, you find that it's not locked.
Alrighty. Well, then I will gently open it and step on in.
Go for it.
It's gone so well at every other time I've done it. And straight through to death.
And actually, Franz, can you make a perception check in the dice tower for me, please?
Not another one. Trapdoor.
Okay. You think you can hear... Bree. Sorry. Can't hear Bree. Can you get me water, please? You think you can hear... What sounds like low voices coming from the west.
I'll put a finger up to my lips towards Sophie, like shh, and then I'll gesture that I hear something over that way.
Okay. No, I meant down in the room below, but
Oh, wait, down that way?
through that door.
Oh! So
Sorry, I
would've
should have
heard it
been
back
more clear about that. Yeah, you would have heard it back there.
there. Okay,
Thank
sure.
you.
Sure. Well, in that case, hold on. In that case, I would have gestured that to Falmagast and Sebastian.
Yeah,
before
sorry,
we
that's
through.
my mistake there.
No.
Medication after medication after medication. Okay, Thormagast.
Okay, so I've seen Franz wave. I know Sophie and Erky have gone that way. I'll stick with the party and I'll move up to there. Or there? Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay, not a problem.
And what I'll do is I'll just say Lathander guide you to Sophie again. I'll drop guidance on her in case she wants to sneak around and do a skill check for the next minute.
Okay, not a problem, Sebastian.
I too shall phase with the world.
40, yeah?
Yeah, 40.
Can't walk through walls, guys. Gosh.
Oh, but I
Says
want
who?
to.
I know, I want to as well, but we can't. Okay, so you've moved in there, you're all in the room together, which means I get to...
A trap.
No, just manually remasking on yous. How are yous finding that, by the way? Do you prefer it?
Which bit?
Where I hide where you've been?
Yeah,
Like
definitely makes us focus in on the area where we are.
Yeah, okay, good. Can't wait till the Unity version comes out so I don't have to do that crap anymore, it just happens. Alright, so, Sebastian, you've just had your turn, yes?
Yes.
Sophie.
Hi.
What are you doing?
She's running to here.
Uh-huh.
She'll go to here and then try peeking around the corner.
Peeking round the corner. And I'm gonna have to hand draw this part, of course.
Draws a stick figure on the map. You see a stick figure.
No, it's curved. The hallway turns to the left, goes down for quite a bit, and there are two doors.
Ooh.
She throws back a OK sign,
Okay, yep.
and that's it.
That's it? Okay. Erky immediately follows suit, sticking with Sophie. Franz.
Well, alright, I'll go first again, it's fine. Oh, I really don't want to go first. I'm going to try this door.
Perception check, please, Franz.
Oh no!
Do this one publicly.
Okay. Yeah, not bad.
Alright. You can definitely hear lots of voices behind that door to your south. Like, lots of voices.
Is Sophie peeking around the corner?
She is. Roll an intelligence check for me, please, Franz.
My strong suit.
Publicly as well.
Hey!
You reckon you hear more than 20 or 30 people or whatever talking.
Alright,
Muttering.
Franz is gonna again do the silent lip thing and gesture 20 people through that door.
I'm imagining him like flashing his fingers.
Yeah.
Thormagast.
He'll move up.
And sorry, I should sync that for the yep. For the stream. Yep.
and he'll just be ready with his mace, and he's going to move up to the door, and he's trying to listen as well, because obviously you can see the signalling of France, see if he can work out the language of what's being said.
Yep. So you dashing to the door, or?
No, I'm just going to keep going slow. I don't want to alert whoever's behind
Okay.
the door that we hear,
Yep.
so I'm going nice and slow.
Sebastian.
That'll do.
Now I gotta meet up with Franz.
Yep. Is that a dash?
No.
No. Okay. Not a problem. And because Franz has pointed it out, you can hear there's a lot of voices, chit chat happening behind that door. Sophie,
Can I discern anything else about it?
roll an intelligence check for me. And what languages do you speak?
Common and deep.
Nope, you're not familiar with the language. Sophie.
Sophie is going to zip to,
Yep.
and she has her crossbow ready to pew pew if anything dangerous pops
Not
out.
a problem. Let me just see what was purchased. Inspiration for France.
Dankaka, mighty lords!
Alright. Berkey, meanwhile, keeping up with Sophie. Franz, you know there, whatever's behind this door, there are a lot of them.
Franz turns around to everyone else, gesturing like, do we go through? What do we do? Like, shrugging, like, do you guys want to do this?
Thumbs up.
Well, that's all I need. Franz
We'll do
goes
a
through.
vote, right?
Oh, yep.
Tick if you want to go through the door, X if you don't. Again, there are a lot of voices.
Thormagust is saying, yes, but just wait for me to get up there.
Okay, so upon waiting, yep, you're able to get up there, no problem. I'll stack these up like that.
Yep. Well, at the very least, this will be a fun way to die. And
Oh,
he opens the door.
Bear with me.
Can I hear the language before we go in?
Give me 2 seconds. It sounds guttural, but you don't understand anything that's being said. Now, oh god, this is going to be a pest, but here we go.
Barging on Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
Who's opening the door? Thormagast.
No, I am.
You are. So Thormagast, are you ending your turn there?
Yes. But I'm
Okay.
ready in action to race in and support Franz.
Well, next in the queue is Sebastian.
Okay.
So Sebastian, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Alright.
DM,
Yes.
if we're stacked up on a door, could we maybe, like, choose our order in the tracker? Because we'd be choosing tactics.
That makes a lot of
to go
sense.
through First.
Alrighty.
That makes a lot of sense. Something else was just purchased. Advantage to Annie.
Ooh, thank you. The thunder praise you.
Alright, here we go.
Fuzz is gonna lose a party.
Haha. Now,
Nonsense. We're master charisma players. Remember how well we talked down that dragon fight?
alright.
Oh yeah, that went well.
Here we go. I'm starting at the top of the combat tracker.
Is that a horde of loot? Yeah, alrighty.
Oh dear. He wasn't lying.
fucking hate this room. The last 2 times I ran this room, it just... There's just so freaking many of them.
Franz opens the door, sees the first goblin, then goes, whoops, wrong room, and closes it again.
What? There's more goblins than 3 squares.
Tell me about it. Alright, that's all of them.
20 goblins, he said.
I said there was more than 20 voices. He rolled the intelligence check. I answered it honestly. Alright, so... given... we're gonna stay out of turn for a second here. Franz, you've opened the door.
Yep. I see everything and I quickly close the door again.
Now I'm gonna read it out to you, okay? Just bear with me for a second.
Yep.
What might once have been a cathedral is now a goblin lair, thick with the filth of years of goblin life. Scores of wall and floor-mounted sconces filled with violet glowing fungi provide illumination. Dozens of goblins go about their daily business, which involves a lot of rudeness and violence. Along the southern wall is a heaping pile of assorted items including wagon wheels, broken armor and rusted arms, chests, small statues, antique furniture, and artwork.
Franz quickly closes the door again and says, I think we have the wrong room. We should probably go down the hall.
Believe it's a bit late for that.
Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get all of yous... Actually, no, I'm going to do it for you guys, right? And I'm going to do it so that you guys see this. You think you managed to shut the door and not be seen?
We think.
Well, you would never know for sure, but you can see the rolls are all pretty bloody good, really.
I'll go back to everyone else and go, so there was like a lot in there. Do we really want to go in?
I'll remask it for the moment. You guys discuss.
What do you guys want to do, huh?
He's asking you guys.
Well,
Not
Do we have anything, you know? And she'll like make like her
Thormagast
fingers
goes,
together and like.
it is too dangerous for you all. Allow me to go forth and take the judgment of Thunder to the Dark Ones.
did anyone else see inside the room or just Franz?
Franz and Thormagast and Sebastian would have quite easily. Sophie probably not so much from where she is.
But I wouldn't have been able to see the door that's like below, to the right.
Sorry, the door.
The one that connects to the main chamber that we were in.
So you would have been able to. Your line of sight would have went all the way down here.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have seen the one below us. So I couldn't be like, we should bar that door sort of thing. Just asking.
Well, you guys tell me. I'll narrate it.
Thormagast takes a solemn look to his face and asks Franz to step aside and walks towards the door.
Wait, do we really want to go? I mean, what? Do we
Franz,
have
my
to go
friend.
in there?
Leave this to me.
I can make some
is
of
my
them
destiny.
take a nap, but maybe. Darn it! Too bad that dragon's not still awake. We could have just, you know, threw it in there.
Franz is gonna ready one of his Molotovs.
Okay, and so Thormagast, you
Can
flinging the door back open, or
Can
I look to my friends and I say, if this doesn't go well, I will not think poorly of you if you choose to flee.
Wait! You're the healer man. Maybe. Oh, what the door?
Alright, so
Also,
Thormagast
be
runs in.
careful. Let's
Oh, dear.
hold on, hold on,
Oh no!
hold on a
Hold
sec.
on.
He charges in.
No, you.
Honestly,
It's-
just fixing it.
Instantly surrounded.
Okay,
Oh no.
he charges in.
Can you go to the middle?
What?
Hold on. Yuri, you've got a damage bonus.
I'm gonna need it.
Yep, you can make it to the middle, not a problem. The goblins just go silent as they, like, you know, in a western when a cowboy walks into the saloon and everyone goes quiet, right?
Wow.
This is what's happening here, except the goblins just all go silent and turn to look at Thormagast. Thormagast, what you doing?
He pulls out his holy symbol of Lathander and goes, "Dark ones burn!" And he channels Radiance of the Dawn.
Right, what does that do for me? Because I haven't read that one.
I've got it coded into my character. It's I'll get it at 2nd level.
Yep.
Every creature within 30 feet must make a con saving throw or take 2d10 damage.
Ooh, nice. And what's that called again?
Cleric Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn. It's I've got it coded into my character sheet.
Yep. All right. So draw your 30-foot circle and target them.
Thought he was going to try to start a musical.
Successfully.
What I'm going to
confirmed.
do here, though, is I'm going to roll initiatives again, right?
Well, every target is within 30 feet by the looks of it.
We have them surprised. Do we get a surprise round?
Well, hold on. Because there are some creatures that I shouldn't have... What I'm going to do really quickly is just delete them all, right?
Nice.
And I do apologise.
Oh, good.
And destroy all the battle plans.
No. I'm just fixing it. So only take a moment. Rather get this part right than screw it up. So there are just goblins frickin' everywhere, right?
So what does this spell do? Is it like Terminator 2? She gets attacked. She's like in a nuclear blast on the chin.
I'll read the description. Starting at 2nd level, you can use Channel Divinity, so harnessing the power of the sunlight to banish darkness and deal additional damage to your foes. As an action, you present your holy symbol. Any magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes damage equal to 2d10 plus your cleric level of damage on a failed saving throw, and half as much on a successful one.
Fucking hell.
So
Yeah, it
yes,
looks like
literally the
there's one
nuke blast.
Apparently there's one I haven't made visible. Where are you at? There. Alright, yep. Okay. Target
So I
away.
I think they're all within 30 feet.
I'll
Yep.
do some... Yep. If you say they're all within 30 feet, I'll trust you with it. Except... Yep. Okay. This is going to be a lot of dice, alright? So, let's see those saving throws. God damn, that's a lot of dice. Roll the damage.
Oh, it's only 4 damage.
That's
Plus
not what
2.
you want.
What? I see 3 and 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's not
okay.
3.
Alright, here we go. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 goblins just died. Now here's the beauty of it, or maybe the terrible thing about it, Thormagast. The elderly, men, women, children, disabled, all poof, were just blown away by you. Whether that
He doesn't
will,
know that.
Oh yes he does.
No, he doesn't.
Whether your deity takes kindly to the killing of innocents and women and children will we'll have to wait to be told. However, the goblins that remain are stunned at this. Sebastian, you're up. Does it make any noise, your spell?
Well, it doesn't say.
Just imagine a nuclear blast.
Yeah, it's like napalm, just woof.
Gonna stab this guy with the Chinkudea. Terribly sorry for this.
Yep.
Wait, there were people in there?
No,
Goblins
no,
are
only
people, aren't
goblins.
They're humanoids. You have hit. They're goblinoids. Whether there are people is really... Yep, you absolutely slaughter that one. Sophie, you aren't really sure what just happened. What are you doing?
She's gonna be like, oh, it, definitely smells like burning in
And you
here.
can see bodies everywhere.
She's like, oh, you really cleaned it up in here. And she's gonna blast off a firebolt.
Yep. Yep, go for it.
Please.
Okay, the little girl doing little firebolts. Erky enters the room and his jaw just drops. He's not sure what's going on in here. Goblin 4 immediately with the short bow fires at Thormagast. Missing.
Tries to kill the demon.
Goblin 11 charges, scimitar in hand, slashing at Thormagast. Also missing. Franz.
Franz is leaning against the wall next to the door, taking a moment to collect himself. He's like, oh, okay, here we go. I'm gonna run out there to my death. I'm charging! And he runs out. He's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, almost everything's dead already.
Move up and attack that goblin
Leave him
who
with
is
me.
attacking friends.
Thank you.
So he's gonna swing at that goblin with both hands.
Yep. And
And
misses.
miss. I haven't actually landed an attack tonight.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, wait, I'll bet on inspiration.
Oh, okay, go for it.
This time it will definitely work.
It hits.
Go.
Got it in half.
I would like to cut it in half, please.
You successfully do so. Thormagast.
Burning with divine rage, he swings his mace.
He hits with the mace. Maximum damage as well. God, how you caved this goblin's head in. There is a sea of goblin bodies around you.
He charges towards the last one, mace of white, ready to do
Ready
vengeance
to
on the dark
go.
ones.
Sebastian. Running around. The last goblin in the room.
Yeah, just gonna slit its throat. Oh, I guess stab it in the throat because it's a piercing weapon.
Yep. Nice hit. And you have cleared the goblin nest. Holy shit, guys.
They've got a couch.
I'm very glad XP is shared.
Yeah. Alright, here comes the XP. That's all it gave you.
No.
But that was the encounter done. Alright, so given that it was instant, there wasn't much noise, we're gonna go with it. What do you guys want to do here?
Okay, we take the couch.
As you described, I take it now Thormagast gets a chance to survey the scene and sees there's women and children goblins involved. Is that correct?
Sorry, say that again.
So now that he's stopped, he can see that there's women and children goblins here that he's killed.
There certainly was.
You see him sort of stop and turn pale and sort of reconsider his actions, and then look at the rest of the party.
What? What happened? Fran says as he's sort of weighing up the destruction in the room.
We'll take it in order here. Sophie?
Sophie doesn't seem perturbed at all.
Okay, yep.
To her, a goblin is a goblin is. And she's just more looking at Thaumagost. So she'll just run over to him and she'll just gently tug on his hand a little bit. Just, trying to be nice.
Yep, not a problem. Urki is just absolutely stunned, treading through the bodies. He's just speechless. He doesn't know what to say. Franz.
Herr Thaumagost. What happened?
Thaumagost, you're up.
He pulls out his holy symbol and...
Wait, are we having conversations in turn now?
Just this part.
He pulls out his holy symbol and he looks around and he goes, they're creatures, and he sort of stumbles over his words. They're creatures of darkness. The light, it burnt them, but I had not anticipated children and families. It's not what Lathander... I had not thought of this. And he sort of drops to one knee.
Sebastian, what are you doing?
Up to him, put a hand on his shoulder. You did what you did to protect those who you trust. There's no need to explain it.
Okay, Sophie?
Sophie's going to be like, don't be sad, just think about it this way. In a couple weeks, they would be all grown up, and they'd be out there killing actual good people. This is just preventative. You're taking care of the problem.
Urki chimes in, that's probably true. Franz, what are you going to do?
Don't worry, Thaumagost. Casualties in war are a necessary step towards victory. And we all live with our dark pasts and our dark sides. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You are a servant of the Lord of Light, after all. Light will come to you again in time.
And Thaumagost, how does that make you feel?
Thank you, friends. I appreciate your confidence. I just hope this was indeed Lathander's will and that sentiment is shared. But where possible, we should try to avoid deaths to creatures that are still innocent and have them choose their own fates.
Okay. So, now that we've got that part out of the way, what are you going to do?
Loot.
Okay, who's going to do the investigating?
I'm going to cast guidance on whoever does.
I'll do some looting,
Sebastian,
I guess.
then.
Is it advantage because I'm
because
taking
others would
everyone
help
else?
you. Others would help you. Yes, I'm quite confident the others would help you loot. Good roll, very good roll. All right, I need to roll
Well, the goblins, so yes, intolerantly so.
that and chuck it into the inventory thing. That's one part down. And alright, so remember this room's lit with phosphorescent fungi, right? And which is a bit different. You haven't seen that in the dungeon up until here. And among the equipment, you guys do find a healer's kit and a poisoner's kit. You also find an agate statue.
I'm gonna hold it up and shout to Franz.
And a
What?
chain shirt.
What is it?
It's a statuette.
Ah, I love statues.
of the elven deity Corellon Larathian.
Ah, yeah. Cool. I will add that to my inventory.
Yep. Not a problem. So there is a chain shirt. There is a healer's kit and a poisoner's kit up for grabs, as well as some silver pieces. Silver is distributed equally. Does anyone want the chain shirt?
No one has objections.
No? So who wants it?
I'll take it.
Great, take it. Are you going to be equipping it, or
Yes.
you know how to do that?
Yes. All good.
Thormagar says he's quite good with healing. He'll take the healer's kit.
Yeah, go for it. Drag it across to your inventory.
I guess I'll take the poisonous kit then. If there's no one else who wants it.
No, go for it. Alright. So that's everything you found. There are 4 exits to this room that you can see.
So how difficult would it be to take the couch out of here?
They're all in very poor shape and it stinks like goblin in here. Which way do you wish to go? Actually, while you guys discuss that, I might just call a 2-minute break. If anyone needs a drink, bathroom, anything like that, now's the time to do it. And to the viewers, we'll be right back.
Yeah, I need that. I'll be back.
Let's have a look-see at the viewer chat. There's nothing wrong with being an evil cleric.
Thank you, Sophie. Although it won't make me burp like you, will it?
No, no, no.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Right, I'm back.
Sophie just left.
Thank you for the follow. Oh, we've had some people betting. You know what? I'm going to make the betting a little bit more worthwhile here. What is it? Bet. I'm going to say Nat 1. And I'm going to drop 250 gold coins onto that pot. So currently, if you win, you will get a share of the 355 gold coins up for grabs. God, I tell you what, this cape though is just losing pieces of the silver off it, left, right, and center. No, I can't drink that. It's almost time. I'll take my medication now while we have a break. And while we're waiting for Sophie, if anyone has any questions if any viewers have questions, shout out. I'm happy to answer them while we wait. Or even if you have questions for the players.
It's a good opportunity, so make sure it counts, such as where's the Lich's phylactery, or what's the big bet planning.
We'll have to wait and see about that one. It's been an excellent game so far, actually. Been thoroughly enjoying it.
Well, you say indiscriminate production, but Lythander gave him that ability, so therefore it's his.
That's how I would interpret it.
Yeah, it's his will, and that only works against all hostile creatures, and they were all hostile, so there's no.
If Lythander wanted those women and children saved, he would have made it not kill those women and children.
Yeah.
It's his magic.
If you remember him speaking out the spell description, it only does damage to those who have hostile will. So every single goblin in that room had hostile will.
Fair point.
On another note there, picking up what you're saying there, ignore the colors on the combat tracker. Okay, because I can't change all of them in time. It's just fucking next to impossible when there's that many of them. So for example, we have Urki. If you look at Urki on the combat tracker, I can easily change him to neutral or hostile or no faction or friendly. It's very simple, it's just a simple click. But when you've got to do it to that many of them, it's a pest. The other thing is, as a rule of thumb, don't rely on them being red on the combat tracker to mean they're hostile. It just means I haven't changed it. It's an extra step that's not... It's not simple. I have to literally scroll through the combat tracker and change each one individually. And it is a royal pain in the backside to actually maintain. So from now on, the new ruling is ignore that colour. Use your better judgment.
We did ignore. We tried to rationalize with the dragon.
yeah, but also, yeah, that's true. The combat tracker actually did say, like, if I look at that encounter again, there were 4 goblins, there were 10 goblin commoners, and there were 20 goblin non-combatants.
Oh.
Now, I'm not going to drop that all back in there because then I have to delete it all again, and what a pest that would be. But
yeah, but we can't actually like base anything off that, because if I was reading that while you were like covering it up and I couldn't say anything, that would be metagaming.
Also, all their pictures were the same goblin. Like,
yeah, I know, I know.
To base that on.
I know, it is what it is.
And Thormagus is a goblin racist. They all look the same to him.
Oh, that's great. Alright, is everyone back?
Yeah.
I think so. Sophie says she's back. Alright, so what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? You guys have looted the room. There's the rounded chamber to the northwest. There's the door to the east and the door to the southwest as well.
Well, I think we can think where the door to our right goes.
Uh-huh.
So, do you guys want to try door on the circular wall?
That's what everyone's voting for? Alright, I'll unlock the tokens. You guys can stack up as you will.
Let's double kick that door down.
Hell yeah.
Combined strength
for that.
roll.
Thank you for the follow Riot Games.
Heads up, my strength is 6, so it's like kicking it with like a very weak.
And thank you for following Icewing Pegasus.
Yes,
getting a fair few follows tonight. It's excellent.
The banana peel.
The banana peel, he says. Sophie and Thormagast, are you guys going to be stacking on that door as well?
Yes, let's follow. In fact, I'll go there.
Yep.
And if Sebastian's about to make a strength check, I bless him with the thunder and give him guidance.
Yuri and I are both going to go try to kick the door down. Mostly Yuri.
Yeah, mostly me, probably.
And Thrak,
Negative.
Thrak, to answer your question... Christ, this chat is scrolling too fast for me to read. It was Riot Games Korea SWN. Alright, so you guys have stacked up. Now, yes, we're going to go with that rule of if you're stacked up like this, we don't have to take it in order of the combat tracker. But what I'll do is once it becomes appropriate, I'll make it we run off the combat tracker, okay?
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Kick
will lock
the damn
tokens.
door down.
Who's kicking it down?
Me and Sebastian.
Bastion, who will most likely break his leg on it.
Dual kick.
Dual kick. Let's see those strength rolls, gentlemen.
Publicly?
Oof, yeah.
Yep,
No.
see?
Not much better.
Limp banana skin.
No, that's hard enough. This door's not locked in any way, it turns out, and the door slams in with a loud bang, revealing a room that looks like this. Now, sync the client view. Now we're going to go off combat tracker because bam, 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 bam. There are creatures in here.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Oh,
One feels
yes.
they should have saved the Thormogas bomb until this room.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing. So, a circular shaft pierces the floor of this 40-foot diameter domed chamber. So it is domed, okay? Dim violet light shines out of the shaft, revealing sickly white and grey vines that coat the walls of the shaft. The light is supplemented by 4 lit wall torches that it says set equidistant around the periphery of the chamber. So, you know, here, 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 here. You get it. There's 4 torches. It's worded a little funny there. There is a crudely fashioned stone throne sitting against the curve of the northwestern wall. A large iron chest serves as the throne's footstool. A sapling grows in a wide stone pot next to the throne. And we just had a purchase. Let's have a look here. No, that's not how it works anymore, Thrak. It goes on numbers. So it's going on numbers. Alright, Sebastian, you're up first. They've all turned to look as you've just booted this door open.
Yeah, run in, stab, run out.
Alright. Thrak, it's if you read it, it's now when they roll a 1, a 10, or a 20. Alright, so you've run in, you've stabbed at that hobgoblin, and you immediately rush back out. You missed, however. Sophie.
Yes.
Sophie.
Sorry, just maneuvering the map.
Sophie's gonna look in the room, and she's gonna say, that's pretty, they look, different.
A little bit.
And she's gonna, like, put her fingers up, like, her index finger and thumb up to make, like, a little box, like, with both hands, and she's, like, measuring the room. She's like, I got it. And
Okay,
she's
yep.
gonna, toss sleep into that room.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have
First
to...
or second level?
First level.
First level. You have to roll the dice and then I have to do math. Damn it.
Yeah, but at least you get to start with the lowest HP and then go up.
Yeah.
So it's easier. Let me see. What are the die? It
D8s,
is...
aren't they?
Yeah, 5D.
Okay, roll the 5d8. 21. Alright. So, Sophie...
Spellcasters, everyone. Spellcasters.
Yes. Indeed. Where is it? Oh, for crying out loud. Unconscious gets applied to that one. And... that one. So the little goblin in there and one of the hobgoblins both fall over asleep.
She's like, cool. Okay, you can go in now. And that's the end of her turn.
Urki stays back. You hear a loud roar as the hobgoblin that's sitting in the throne stands on top of the chest in front of it, grabs a longbow, and before you can even think, Franz, he draws back on it and he fires it at you, missing.
Woo! I think he's angry.
Oh, a little bit. This hobgoblin immediately rushes out the door, long sword in hand, and it slashes at Sebastian. That's got to be a hit.
Looks like it.
Yep, that's definitely a hit. Franz!
One sec. Before you swap to my turn, I get the reaction attack because I have Sentinel.
So, well, we can do it on your turn. Jeez, whatever. Go, do the reaction attack.
Alright. Franz steps in to defend his friend and sweeps up into the gobbo and misses. Hey, now it's my turn.
Now it's your turn. Let's see what happens.
He's in there. 1, 2, 3. Unconscious.
Why is that one?
I accidentally clicked the button too many times.
No, it's right, because I manually made them unconscious. Doesn't matter.
Because it lasts for 10 rounds, so.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Franz is going to Roger, and then he is going to hack at the hobgoblin with his falchion. Nice. Good rolls tonight. Okay.
Missing.
Oh, wait. No, reckless attack. I would like to reckless attack, please.
Okay.
That's right.
Let's see it happen. That's more like it.
There we go. That's how you barbarian.
Yep.
So yeah, advantage on me, all attacks till my next turn.
Yep. Great. And so, Thormagast, you're up.
I guess I can swing my mace from there.
Yes, you certainly can.
He goes, by Lathander, die! Finally a worthy foe.
Oh, hits.
Redemption!
Nice. You actually managed to cave his head in.
You killed the accountant.
I like that we've started this ethical debate in Twitch chat. It is great. I'm not even reading it all. I'm just glancing here and there. Okay, so you've hit him. Any movement?
No, he's going to stay there and wait for the next target to come through.
Right, not a problem. Next one up is this one, who also draws back on a longbow and fires through at Sebastian. Missing. Sebastian, you're up.
Okay, so stab again.
Yep. Okay. Yep, so you do stab him. Now, I'm just having a quick read. And someone's purchased something. Let me have a look. We're granting advantage to Sebastian on his next D20 roll. That has been accepted. Now, that shaft around the center has a 2-foot wall around it.
Alright.
Okay. Much like the upper end of a well, right? And you managed to run back away, no problem. Is that it?
Bonus action.
Is that it?
I can use the bonus action to take a dash. So I'll
Okay.
dash outside.
Okay. Out to there, you said, yeah?
Yep.
Yep, great. Sophie.
Cool. She is going to. Excuse me. Well, she's gonna like look at everybody. She's like, "Why aren't you guys going in there?" Chickens.
About to.
Cast polymorph.
Yeah.
I've been in there twice.
Well, I mean, staying in there. What you scared of?
Yep, so in there you can see these two big hobgoblins, both with longbows in their hands. There's a goblin asleep, as well as one of the hobgoblins is asleep as well.
Yeah, she's going to go ahead and cast Frostbite on this guy up here.
Cast away. He saves against it.
This rude banana pajama. Okay. And then she's gonna walk back. She's like, I'm just walking back to so you guys have room to walk in.
Okay. So, Urki, meanwhile, lines himself up near the door, seeing through, and casts a spell at the hobgoblin who saves against it, and nothing seems to happen. And Urki goes, oh, you win some, you lose some. Moves out of the way again. The hobgoblin, standing on the chest with his longbow, draws it back again, firing it at Franz. You receive -3 penalty against you successfully. Okay, you know what? Except I just put that in completely the wrong spot. Whatever, I know it's on there. Franz. Your turn.
Franz leans backwards as the arrow comes through and clatters into the hallway behind him again. Then goes, right, come here, you, and runs at the big guy.
Over the big well in the ground?
Oh, is that a big well in the ground? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, remember I just described as having like a 2-foot wall around it?
Yeah, sorry, I got lost
And
in my
just-
own Franz thoughts.
Bam, that's what I described when you first opened the door.
Gotcha.
Yes, there's a big well.
And I will reckless attack.
Yep.
So he just swings wildly at this big guy, sort of
Mhm.
not quite in control of his own swings. Not that it matters.
And he
Hey,
misses.
having one of those
Oh,
nights,
did you
guys.
use your advantage then? Yes, you did.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. It says advantage. I see it. All good.
Mamma mia. Alright.
Thormagast.
Right, well, you best charge in. Let's have a look.
To the door. Teleporting through walls.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll go to the door. What can I say? I'm an incredibly lazy cleric.
Uh-huh.
Let's go attack. Sorry.
No, don't stress.
Let's go try and have a mace swing at Hobgoblin 19.
Who is
Oh,
unconscious?
no, he's asleep. In that case,
Well,
sorry
I'll drag
about
you
that.
back there, so
I will
that's
stand.
5 feet.
Oh no, I'll stand next to him, but I will cast at Hobgoblin 16, who's injured, right?
Yes, he is.
Beautiful. Let's do that then. So I will cast Toll of the Dead at
Toll the Dead, yep.
that guy.
Go for it. He will need to do a saving throw against it. Which he does. Now, Toll the Dead, I'm pretty sure if you if they save, they don't take damage.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Next.
Next is nope, unconscious. This one with the longbow drawing back once again, firing at Thormagast. Missing. Sebastian. Running in.
I'm gonna bow in front of him, like hello again, and then bring the Cinquedea up into his throat.
Okay, go for it. No, you're not.
Yeah, he dodges. I'm gonna run back. Alright, bye.
Sophie.
Princess Sophie is going to. Oh, that is a person! I just remembered. Dang, it actually reminded me. Okay. So Sophie's gonna walk to right here.
Yep.
And she's going to frostbite him again.
Okay. Except he saves first.
Why is his D20 doing so well? I don't appreciate this at all.
Oh dear.
Oh, actually, wait. No, she's not walking back there. She's going to walk right here.
Okay. Not a problem.
And that's
it. Yep. Urki follows Sophie and casts a spell at the hobgoblin as well, who fails to save and subsequently takes radiant damage. This goblin has dropped its longbow and draws a longsword at you, Franz.
Oh no!
And it slashes at you. Oof! Crit! There it is, ladies and gents. Nat 20.
Hey.
We've been waiting for a while for this. Closing the betting. Those there are 3 bets on Nat 20.
Ooh, that was one of them. Hey!
It has been done. You have been awarded gold.
every single bet. It's been the opposite of what I bet. I feel like there's a consistent.
Okay. Franz Babkin Drachman partially resists and partially absorbs and only takes 3 damage from that crit.
That's how you barbarian.
Franz! Let's see what you got.
That wasn't very nice! He yells and then he's gonna hack at him with a reckless attack.
Go for it.
Hackety hack, hackety hack.
19, that's a hit.
Finally.
Yep.
Just slashing him straight across the chest.
Yep, not a problem at all. The moment you do that, the little shrub in the pot plant next to the throne starts moving, and this bundle of sticks rushes around beside you and scratches at you with its claws, hitting you.
Franz does a double take on it, like, what?
Thormagast.
Stick, you say? Right. He races to there.
Yep. Do you want an image of it, what it looks like? I can give you a bigger image.
Yeah, please.
Well,
An evil Groot.
the little one, yeah, pretty much. The little one of those. So one down the bottom right.
A blight. Okay. He thinks fire will set it right, and seeing them all lined up in a 15-foot line, he goes, "By the light of the thunder," and uses his last spell slot for Burning Hands.
Ooh, do you want to draw the cone, please?
Now, where is the cone? Where do I
Hold
hang on?
Alt.
Right click.
Hold
Wait,
Alt, and
oh.
then hold left and right click and drag.
Aren't I in that cone?
That's why I'm asking him to draw it. So hold Alt, left and right click, and drag. You don't do it where you're trying to do it somewhere blank, and then you can move it. You got it?
Yeah, but nah.
Alright, so just beneath you, like here, hold Alt, and at the same time left and right click and drag your mouse. And it should come up like I just drew. Yeah, there you go. And you've got to
Like-
put it, center it
like
on
so.
yourself. You gotta center it on yourself. Where at the moment...
Aha, there we go. Like so?
Beautiful. So yeah, you can target the 3 of them. Excellent. And then cast away. Yep, nice. The damage has been done. The twig blight catches fire immediately, burns to death. The goblin on the ground lets out a scream as it realizes it's burning and then falls silent. Right, anything else?
No, that's it. Sophie's messing with my mind.
Hobgoblin 19 is still unconscious. Hobgoblin 16, longbow in hand, fires at Sophie, missing her. Sebastian.
Let's try this again.
Yep, comes running in. Hitting. For minimum damage. However, it's enough. You have killed the hobgoblin.
Huzzah!
Right, Sophie, what you doing? What you doing, Sophie?
I pressed the wrong button. My bad.
Ah.
She's going to flick out her dagger and stab the sleeping hobgoblin right next to her
Okay, go for it.
automatic critical.
So it's basically a coup de grace. Instead of doing auto crit, that's one thing I think is missing in 5e is there's no coup de grace option. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's helpless, not just a crit. You can actually just kill it. All right.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna jam her dagger into its eye socket and press really hard until it pops through the back of its eye cavity and punctures its brain. And
Yep.
she's gonna stir a little bit and pull out and pat him on the cheek.
Yep. Not a problem. Done.
Grizzly.
Urki, meanwhile, cast Cure Wounds on Franz.
Ah, I feel much better.
The hobgoblin pulls out a potion and quaffs it.
Little waste of money.
Franz.
We should have killed him faster. I'm going to reckless attack again.
Okay.
Just swinging through him with all my might. Still a miss. Fuck. That is a high AC. I don't think I have any bonus actions.
Probably not. Thormagast.
He'll charge into, I guess, about there.
Yep. Well, to make it
Rolls.
clear, I'll just make it there.
Swing his mace. Crit!
Nat 20, well done.
Against his temple.
Yep. Roll that damage. Nice. You smack him very hard. Is that it?
That's it.
Excellent. Sebastian.
Okay, I'm gonna move in and
I'll actually just move you so I can get
Yep,
the token
I'll
separated.
take the help action to help Franz. I want to pants this guy.
Roll a sleight of hand for me. No, so you're trying to grab his pants and distract him, right? You're grabbing his
just pull him down.
clothing. Yeah, it doesn't quite get there, but you're grabbing on and it's being distracting. That's noted. Sophie.
Sophie is going to, why not? Let's keep being consistent, and I'm going to cast Frost.
Yep, go for it. And he
Yeah,
saves
you
against
know,
it again.
It's gonna happen,
Yeah.
just not today.
Yep. Okay. Are you moving at all?
Nope.
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 Urki also casts a spell at the hobgoblin, who fails.
He's got his pants around his legs.
And a bright light erupts, and the hobgoblin cries out as it is burnt by the radiant light. Whew! What a game, guys. First things first, I'm going to award some XP. That was a lot of XP. You guys are well on your way to level 3. You're not there yet, but you're on your way. So, there's a well in this room, and as it was described, there is an eerie light coming out of it, and there are vines growing out of it that look like they could be climbed down. However, there is a chest on the floor.
Check for traps.
Okay.
Which one was that? Was that investigation?
Investigation or perception, take your pick.
Well,
Yes,
I-
you actually see that it is trapped. You suspect it has a needle attached.
Can it be disarmed?
You'll have to use thieves' tools. Yes, you hear it click as you disarm it.
Franz? If you do the honors. Think you've earned it.
Franz, are you there?
Maybe Thermagast then.
Thormagast?
Certainly, he throws back the lid of the chest, revealing what Lathander has bestowed upon us.
232 gold coins and 2 pieces of onyx. Also, throughout the room, when you check the bodies of the fallen, there's quite a bit of gear. So, the viewers can't see all that. They find 2 vials of antitoxin, 1 singular key, plus a set of keys. There is a necklace that's a fine silver necklace set with moonstones, which could be quite nice. There are the 2 pieces of onyx. There is a potion. Actually, there's a potion. There are some scrolls. There is a gold signet ring adorned with the Hucriel family crest. There are 2 silver earrings set with moonstone as well, and there is 1 suit of splint mail.
Never heard of splint mail.
Well,
Yeah.
you have now.
Split mail's like long strips of metal, essentially. Like a splint. Did I just hear someone yell in the background?
Not my end. I don't think my end anyway. Well, you guys know what to do. If anyone wants gear, take it now.
Well, some of us is Bunny there?
Hello, Bunny. Yep.
Okay,
Bunny's there.
so we
Who
are
wants what?
here so we can do it, yep.
Farmagast, you are another martial class in the wave. Would you like the splint mail, or shall I have it?
You are a fighter. You may take it.
Danke. I take it.
Great. And the rest of it?
Thornlegast will pick up the scrolls and study them in his spare time.
Yep, drag them into your inventory, please.
Just by reading the label, can we tell what the potion is?
Nope.
A mystery potion. I will take that if you don't mind.
Go for it.
So he's going to
don't need
politely
to
ask
ask
for
me.
the necklace and silver earring.
There's 2 silver earrings. But yes, go ahead, take it all.
She's like, you guys don't need this, right? And she doesn't put it away.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the signet ring and I guess everything else, really.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, can I like roll history or something for the crest? What was that just in? Like, do you think it'd be impossible for me to know?
It'd be impossible for you to know this one.
Alright.
But do remember you've got it, please. Put it in your notes. Now we're going to call the game there. For 2 reasons. Number 1, that medication is really messing me up once again. The second reason is I need to reread what happens after here. I'll award the gold to everyone. Not a bad haul, if I do say so. Now, I'm also going to say, the last 2 times I did this, one party bypassed the city of goblins, and the other ones went in there and started fighting, and just it really went to shit as the goblins all ran away, and it was really painful to do. So on one hand, Thormagast, that really made my evening, because man, I hated that encounter.
I thought I'd just speed things up for you.
Yeah, thank you for that. It was great. I'm trying to think of if I've got any other thoughts or comments for you guys. You're doing an excellent job. Ladies and gentlemen who are watching, these are the party is called Morning Glory, and we are looking for a 5th member for the party. There will be tryouts when we have, I think, 2 more applicants. There will be tryouts to try and get into this party. We are being ultra selective on who gets in. Okay, if you think you've got what it takes to keep up with the voices and the role playing and the gameplay, jump on Discord. We want to hear from you. Even if you don't think you've got what it takes, jump on and play and have a go. The way it will be judged is I'll be running some one-shots. This will probably happen next month, and the 4 players, we've got Annie, we've got Bunny, we've got, don't tell me, we've got Yuri, and we've got Elder. Yeah, I got it. How about that? We'll be watching the players play in the one-shots, and they will decide who gets in, but we want a 5th player. Jump on Discord. There's a channel, text channel. Register your interest by clicking the button, and we'll make the rest happen. Now, just so everyone knows as well, I will be absent from the 26th until about the 5th or 6th of next month. So there will be a week with no streams. I'm sorry. I know I've got to travel. I can't help it. So we'll play next week for Morning Glory, but then there'll be a week's break for everyone. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. It's all recorded. Do any of the players have anything to say before we end the stream?
Good game.
Yes, thank you all.
It was very good. We got quite a few followers tonight, which was amazing to see. Got a bit over 3 hours of gameplay there. We had lots of viewers tonight as well, which is fantastic. Again, we want more players. Jump on Discord. Have a chat. We're going to now change to an open channel and be able to have a chat with everyone for about half hour or so. So jump on there. We want to talk to you. Catch us next stream. Thank you very much.